Updated October 23, 2017 123,857. The top 5 most storm-affected regions in Queensland are in the state's southeast, research from NRMA Insurance has shown. 5 most storm-affected regions in Queensland: Southeast, Brisbane region e.g. Kapalaba, Cleveland, Belmont 24% of all storm claims, North Brisbane region e.g. Kermside, Deagon, Boondall 17% of all storm claims, Gold Coast region 14% of all storm claims, Western Brisbane region e.g. Chapel Hill, Fig Tree Pocket, Kenmore 14% of all storm claims, Sunshine Coast 10% of all storm claims. Source: NRMA Insurance. By ABS regional segmentation, Kapalaba, Cleveland and Belmont took the number 1 spot when grouped in the Southeast Brisbane region, resulting in 24% of all storm insurance claims, with the suburbs of Kermside, Deagon and Boondall and North Brisbane representing 17% of all storm claims. The data shows nearly half of all home claims in Queensland over the past financial year were related to storm damage, increasing to 76% in March after storms caused by ex-tropical cyclone Debbie. The top 5 most storm-affected towns and suburbs in Queensland are Proserpine and Cannon Vale in the state's north, Mudgeeraba on the Gold Coast, and Forest Lake and Kapalaba in the southeast Brisbane region. The data showed 30% of all homeowners in Queensland had not taken any steps to prepare for the coming storm season, and that 18% do not recognise storms as posing the biggest risk to their property. 5 most storm-affected suburbs in Brisbane region: Forest Lake, Sapalabotha Gap, Carindale, Chapel Hill. Source: NRMA Insurance. The research also showed only 4 Queensland residents regularly maintained their home in a case a storm hit. NRMA spokesman Ramona James said it was concerning Queensland residents underestimated the impact of storms. Storm season has kicked off to a thundering start, with many parts of the state experiencing their wettest October on record, he said. Together with the ACS, we're urging everyone to take the time to prepare your home, business and community for severe storms. Severe weather can strike at any time, and preparation is key to limiting damage. Heavy storms have also resulted in flash flooding, and damage to properties has been common in many parts of Queensland. QFES says to prepare household emergency kit. It follows heavy rains across the state last week, with State Emergency Service SES volunteers responding to more than 200 calls for assistance between the Gold Coast and Gladstone. 5 most storm-affected towns and suburbs in Queensland: Proserpine, Mackay region, Cannon Vale, Mackay region, Mudgeeraba, Gold Coast region, Forest Lake, Southeast Brisbane region, Kapalaba, Southeast Brisbane region. Source: NRMA Insurance. Regions determined by ABS regional segmentation. A Queensland Fire and Emergency Services QFES spokesperson said volunteers were called on to assist with sandbagging and to help plug leaking roofs. This event was a good reminder to all Queenslanders to prepare for storm season, particularly so given there are forecasts of more wet weather ahead for parts of Queensland this week, the spokesperson said. The SES is prepared for this, but we also need residents to do their bit as well. Early preparations around the home can make all the difference when storm season is underway. All homes should have an emergency kit filled and ready to go in an emergency, as it is too late to be running around trying to find the essentials when a storm is bearing down. Griffith University professor Stuart Bunn said flooding issues on the Gold Coast were partly due to river systems struggling to cope with heavy rain, as a result of modifications to streams and floodplains, as well as a loss of natural vegetation. He said about half of the 40,000 waterways across southeast Queensland were in poor condition, but restoring those ecosystems would reduce the impact of flooding. We'll never completely flood-proof ourselves. We'd be foolish to think we can eliminate the risk of floods altogether, but certainly the moderate and smaller floods, we can take the sting out of those, Professor Bunn said. We can reduce the environmental damage and the risk to water security, risk to infrastructure by reinstating some of those natural features. Topic: storm event, weather, storm disaster, disasters and accidents, insurance. Brisbane 4000, QLD, Maroochydore 4558, Mackay 4740, Cannon Vale 4802, Mudgeeraba 4213, Forest Lake 4078, Southport 4215, Belmont 4153, Cleveland 4163, Proserpine 4800, Deagon 4017, Boondall 4034, Kermside 4032. Australia first posted October 23, 2017 102,101.